this and go back to my. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh boy. You can go try wherever you want to try. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, because you can go straight. Yeah, Arnold's on a couple people. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Let me see something.
Hey, everybody.
Open that up. Video. Video won't open. Start video. No, I can't start video. No, I can't start video. 1 2 1 2. Oh, there it is. It just did it. It's backwards though. I don't know why it's backwards. What do you mean? To whom? Oh yeah. For you? I don't really send it to you. Right. I don't know. Testing 1 2 1 2. You guys hear me out there?
I hear you.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold on.
Yep,
Let
I
me
can
go
hear you.
to there. Well. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
We can hear you.
Okay. Let me turn it up a little louder for me then. Because I'm not going through the speakers now. I don't know why, but anyway. Can you hear me now? All right, let's go, y'all. We've been out for a little bit because of the holiday. So it's time to get back on track, I guess, so to say. It's a lot going on this summer. Summer, when is the first day of summer, y'all? It's coming up, right?
It's soon, I guess.
It's
I
coming up.
wish it'd hurry up. I'm tired of this bipolar weather.
I know the weather is very bizarre, as we say.
Yeah, it is.
But man, what you gonna do? It could be worse. It could be snowing.
Yeah, I know. What y'all think about the dust storm? Where did dust come from? Chicago ain't never had a dust storm.
Yeah, we're getting everything. Dust storms. Shoot, they had
Is it
smoke
a dust
coming from
storm now?
Canada. You name it. We get
Mm,
we are getting it now.
it's interesting.
But
Mm-mm.
it is what it is. Trying to see where I'm at here. Waiting on a few more people so we can crank it in, as they say. Mm. Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I gotta get it. I don't see it either. Turn this on. Okay. Listen. Here we go.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
That's old. How did that come?
Oh boy.
That's strange.
You can go try wherever you want to try.
Hear you. Whoever that is, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because you can go straight.
All right, I'm getting ready to send a live stream. All right, there we go. It's going live, y'all. Testing 1, 2. It should be coming up. Then let's go. Need some water. One, two, 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't. I coach people. Can you
All
guys
right,
hear me?
y'all. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
You see me? Okay. Should be live now, y'all.
Let's see
Should
something.
we should
Hey,
be.
everybody.
How y'all doing?
Open that up. Video.
1, 2, 1,
Video
2.
won't open.
So who we got there? We got Ella.
Yeah, I'm here.
Pending federal charges.
We got Dr. Orr.
That was all Dennis. I had nothing to do with that.
Who else do we have?
You did cooperate.
No, I can't start video. No, I can't start video.
So I can step behind.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, there it is. It just did it. It's backwards, so I don't know why it's backwards.
You guys see me?
What do you mean? To whom? Oh yeah. For you? I don't really send it to you.
It's like it's recorded.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. You guys hear me out there?
I hear you.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold on.
Yep, I can hear you.
There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
We can hear you.
Okay. You turn it up a little louder for me then. So I'm not going through the speakers now. I don't know why, but anyway. Can you hear me now? All right, let's go, y'all. We've been out for a little bit because of the holiday.
All right.
So it's time to get
Let's see. Let's see.
back on
All right,
track,
is
I
that
guess,
better? Can
so
y'all
to
see me?
say.
Waiting
a
on
lot
the feet,
going on
man. Where's
this
Walker?
summer. Summer, when is the first day of summer, y'all? It's coming up, right?
Should be.
It's soon, I guess.
It's
I
coming
wish
up.
you'd have hurry up. I'm tired of this bipolar weather.
No,
You hear yourself?
weather is very bizarre, as we say.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's
But,
past time.
Ain't gonna do. It could be worse. Could be snowing.
Yeah, I know. What y'all think about the dust storm? Where did dust come from? Chicago ain't never had a dust storm.
Yeah, we getting everything. Dust storms. Shoot, they had smoke coming from Canada. You name it. We are getting it now.
It's interesting.
But it is what it is. Trying to see where I'm at here. Waiting on a few more people so we can crank it in, as they say. Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I gotta get it. I don't see it either.
I guess a delay.
Let's see.
The video device.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Let's keep.
Oh, oh boy. That's strange. You can go try whatever you want to try.
Keys. Whoever that is, I see.
It keeps going looping.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because you can go straight. All right, you can really send a live stream. All right, there we go. It's going live, y'all. Testing 1, 2, it should be coming up. Then let's go.
Something's going on. I'll tell him to get out if he's on. I don't think we're dry. I don't know what's going on.
But it's weird, but
I don't know, but sometimes.
With some water. Two, 1, 2.
This keeps going back and forth.
Yeah, Arnold. I coach people. Can you guys hear me? I hope.
yeah, I hear
There
you.
we go.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
There we go.
You see me?
Nope, I don't see you.
You
Should be
see?
live now, y'all.
Hmm?
Should be something.
Hey, everybody.
How y'all doing?
It's
Open
the-
that up. Video.
Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 1, 2. Open. So who we got there? We got Ella.
Yeah, I'm here.
Keeps looping. Why does they keep saying doing that?
Or
That was all Dennis. I had nothing to do with that.
we have. She didn't cooperate. Not can't start video. Not can't start video. So I can step by. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, there it is. It just did it. It's backwards, though. I don't know why it's backwards. You guys see me? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. For you? I don't really send it to you. Like it's recorded. Right.
I hear you.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold on.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
We can hear you.
Okay. You turn it up a little louder for me then. So I'm not going through the speakers now. I don't know why, but anyway. Can you hear me now? All right, let's go, y'all. We've been out for a little bit because of the holiday. All right, so it's time to get. Let's see. All right, is that better? Can y'all see that? Wait, a lot going on. Where's summer? Summer. When is the first day of summer, y'all? Coming up, right? It'll be.
And soon, I guess.
It's
I
coming
wish
up.
you'd have hurry up. I'm tired of this bipolar weather.
No,
It's
it's up. Well, it's very bizarre, as we say.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's potent past time. Ain't gonna do. It could be worse. It could be snowing.
I know. What y'all think about the dust storm? Where did dust come from? Chicago ain't never had a dust storm.
Yeah, we getting everything. Dust storms. They had smoke coming from Canada. You name it. We are getting it now.
It's interesting.
But
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is.
Hmm?
Trying to see where I'm at here.
You see me?
Waiting
I
on a few more
can't-
people so we can
I can't tell.
crank it in.
What about now? You see me, Tam? I can't hear anybody else.
Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me
It
see.
just keeps looping.
I gotta get it. Don't see it either.
Well, you gotta get off. That's the whole problem. Oh, he's got his own. Oh,
Like it's a delay.
Yeah, I don't hear you delaying or anything unless that's on your end.
you don't. Who is that talking?
This Drake.
Oh, you don't hear a delay?
No. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what you might be.
Oh, okay. Because I kept hearing sound like people were going, but it was just going back and forth, same old, same old.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
But
Device.
you hear that?
No.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, it sound like somebody saying, "Can you hear me?"
That's old. It's like it's looping or something. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to turn the StreamYard off. I'm gonna turn it off because there's something going on with the StreamYard. Because
All right, you can really send it live stream.
it just kept going back and forth. That wasn't me talking. That was me talking 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm sitting there just trying to figure out if anybody can hear.
Let's go.
Can I hear anybody else?
Oh, I see what you see.
That was just a.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you didn't notice it kept saying the same thing over and over again?
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was Walter or something. That's how he be sounding.
Wow.
Tell him to get out, but he's I don't think we dry.
Wait,
I don't know what's going on.
you hear that?
What's with, bro?
Right.
That's not me. I'm trying to figure out where's it coming from.
You probably got the recording on or something. What you got? You got YouTube
Oh
up?
yeah, maybe it's
You got YouTube up?
yeah.
Yeah, probably
Let me turn YouTube off too.
playing back from YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, let me turn it off. Let me turn YouTube off. And I'm gonna go back to, I'm not gonna create a stream. I'm just gonna live stream again. I'm gonna do it all over. Cause that was weird. I'd never seen it do that. Oh, maybe because I started to use YouTube first. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounded like you were playing the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Big dude. All right. Let me see.
Anybody else on there, Dre?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not saying anything.
No, yeah. You know what? I was gonna ask you about the guy that you had sent me the thing to. How did that turn out?
Which
Well,
guy?
when I sent you over there with Miss Jacobs at BMO Bank, and you sent me the flyer for the guy, how did that end up turning out?
God, the guy.
The,
Oh,
the event
the guy that
does.
spoke last.
Nah. You sent me a flyer for a guy that do some
Yeah.
behavioral stuff.
It was so, it didn't like 6, 7 people.
Okay, yeah, but what was his focus though? Because it looked like it was a behavioral specialist, is what the
Yeah,
flyer looked like it said.
trying to say that mind is, you train the mind, not the mind trains you, in so many words. I can't really explain it.
Mm.
I can't because it's kind of deep.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real about it because he was diving into things like you really don't, your subconscious versus your conscious, and I'm just like, okay, I kind of know this, but I never really thought about it. So
Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, okay, that's in the realm of the work that I do.
that's
Uh,
what I'm thinking too.
yeah, very much so. Like much of what he was talking about. But I mean, again, once you start to get into psychology and behavior, it doesn't matter if you're talking school, clinical, business, international. It's all, I mean, all of it is rooted the same way. We just go off and veer in different paths and
Mhm.
use the same work
Yeah,
in a different way.
yeah, true.
Although one of the things that I wanted to do, and I still may, and of course I'm not going to school for it though, is get more into like neuroscience, because that deals with the neural networks and the pathways of the brain that actually execute whether it's the decision making or the behavior, and that is probably a little bit more nuanced than some of the foundational pieces that we learn, because we learn how to manipulate and change people, through interventions and things like that.
Mhm.
But the brain being complex, like when you get into neuroscience and the networks, you're talking about something that's a little bit more, like I say, nuanced. And those individuals that do that, actually, they're the highest paid of the psychology practitioners, the folks that deal with neuroscience. So,
He actually, he actually was talking to the aspect of, the way your brain and your mind and your hands, like if you left hand, right side of the brain, right hand, left side of the brain, that kind of thing. And I'm like, I don't think like that. I mean, it probably works like that, but I don't think about it. You know what I mean? Whichever way it's supposed to be, if I even said it right. But it was kind of, went into some exercises where want you to picture an apple and then apple in your hand and inside of a frame, and then inside of that frame, if you move it in and out, will it get larger or smaller? You know, or you know, it was kind of freaky, if you ask me. I've never really kind of dived into that kind of stuff, you know, where you're gonna be like psychoanalyzing your own thoughts and patterns or what have you. But hey, I guess it works. So anyway, what did everybody do for the holiday weekend? Let's wind it back. Cause we didn't come on that weekend. It was probably good because I did a little barbecuing, and you know it worked out just fine. Excuse me, a little tired, but I think I ended up barbecuing until about 10 o'clock at night. No, we had a fight. It got cold that week. It was cold. Got down to like 40 something. It seemed like 48, and you know, I had the little fire pit on, so it kind of kept us warm while the grill was going. But you know, it was all good. What else I wanted to tell you guys about was we started our initiatives as far as the smokeouts last Thursday what was it? Not last Thursday. Yeah, the Thursday before last. And we started our smokeouts, you know, trying to build some blocks up, get people to come together. And what the you know, more so than anything, we're trying to bring the leadership together. Because if we can get the leadership together, then you know, you got some more people under the leadership that'll support and bring things together also. Commander Morris came out along with Sergeant Brown and CAPS CAPS officers, Gio Campagna and Zach Ramirez. We were waiting on Munoz. He was supposed to come, but I don't think we saw him. Had a nice turnout, about 50-something people, right, Arnold?
Yeah.
50 some odd people came out.
When was this?
Oh,
And
it was
the
on
food was delicious.
Lockwood and Gladys. 50, this is a long block, 53, 5400, all one block. So we had a
Well, I know, Steve, you all usually send me flyers, but I'm trying to make sure I get ahead of the schedule this summer because y'all know how we do. We're doing a
Yeah.
million things, and a lot of times I don't know until the last minute, and I want to try and get ahead of it so we can plan a little bit better and coordinate a little bit better and support one another a little bit better.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you the week before the
I
flyer.
hope so. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we had a pretty good turnout. Arreo came out and spoke about what is it? What's the name of the group? The commission, not the commission. What's your group, DeAndre? I forgot. Policing, what's your group
District
called?
councils, the district
District
council
Council,
members.
yeah, District Council.
Oh yeah, my bad. I was on mute. I was in district council. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain's all over the place today. But yeah, she came out and talked about what was going on in 15 and what you guys were doing. Who else talked? Somebody, Minister Whitfield spoke. He said that they just purchased a church down the street on Lotus and Gladys, and they were welcoming people to join if they like, and people welcomed them to the block. Because that church used to be a Lutheran church for years, for decades. Matter of fact, Mr. George Lawson from the Austin, from SAC, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? He was still a member there until they switched hands. On the books, still a member.
Mm-hmm.
and he's with the Austin Green team. George Lawson, Mr. Lawson. Guys, you got it. If you ever get a chance, go by his house, man. He got all types of African American memorabilia and man from 100 years ago, 150 years ago, 200 years ago. You got all types of things in his home. Good guy to know, right, DeAndre? You've been over, right? You seen his setup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Steve Murray want to know when is they next.
Say again.
Murray want to know when are they going to have they event.
When Murray show up and support everybody else. I'm going to the people that support the people first. Murray didn't show up, so I couldn't talk to Murray.
He was out of town.
Okay, so if he show up the next one, we'll do his. We will run back. We supposed to, the next block that we're gonna be hitting is because I already got the grill set up. I talked to law enforcement. I just got to get the flyer out tomorrow.
Was that Liz block?
No, Liz, I called Liz. Liz didn't call me back. So I'm moving on. She said she want to wait till it get warm. So she'll call me when she's ready. I'm going on Lockwood. Lockwood and Quincy, the 5400 block of Quincy.
Oh, Joanne them. Okay.
Yeah, Joanne. She asked me, we've been talking. Hey, we need to, and it'll be pretty good because we'll put it near the where all the activities at down there on Lotus. So we'll be right there in the thick of everything, feeding people, giving them hot dogs, hamburgers, some soda, water. I think we had chips. Do we have chips too? Yeah, we had chips also.
Ribs, everything.
Yeah, don't be telling them about the ribs now. That ain't part of the deal.
Oh no, we don't want nobody to get cheated.
You got the ribs, Arnold. That was he broke the ribs.
That's cause I threatened. That's cause I threatened everybody.
Yeah, right. My brother, he came and cooked. He brought the big mega grill out, and then he had some ribs. I guess he do ribs over in Columbus Park and then at the hospital. And he had some left over. He started giving those out. I said, don't be spoiling them with the ribs, because the next block's gonna be saying, where the ribs at? Like, you ain't getting ribs now. You're getting beef hot dogs. You're getting turkey sausage. We had to go and find something for Nana because there was some Muslims on Arnold Block.
Yeah.
And, I was vegetarian, so we had to find something for those individuals. And
they got plants and growing bags for vegetables.
Sorry, y'all. We had a good turnout. I think we had a really good turnout.
I counted 80 people, Steve.
80 people? I thought it was about 50.
Oh, you got to double check the list.
Yeah, I got to check because I didn't. I know it was a third list. I didn't get the third list. The cutoff list, but I got to go through it.
And both blocks came out. Individuals from their household, when they got home, they came on down.
Yeah. The key to all of that is, everybody getting to know their neighbors and to know who's part of the block. Because there were some people on the block I never met, Arnold. There were like 4 people.
Yeah, they just recently moved in.
Yeah.
That building, it was 2 buildings up for sale, so them families in there now.
Okay. Because the one girl worked for the post office, and I said, so you live next to Mr. Rickett? And she goes, who's Mr. Rickett? I'm like, how do you not know Mr. Rickett? That's Uncle Remus. That's the Chicken King. And I said, I think, was Uncle Remus out before Harold's?
Well, Royal Chicken was before Harold.
Yeah, that's still him. That's
still him.
Yeah. So she didn't know she lived next door to him. I said, the guy's 99 years old, literally.
And he came out.
Yeah, I saw him cross the street, come across. And then she got to know that. Then we found out she worked at the post office in Oak Park.
Oak Park, yeah.
And then the other gentleman down at the end with the two sons that go to Whitney Young, what's his name? Al?
Yeah, Al.
Met him.
Yeah, his dad used to be our regular route postman.
Really?
Yeah, over 30 years ago when he retired.
And he just moved to the block. He said about 2-3 years, right?
Yeah, well, he bought that building 5 years ago. But
Okay.
he had, he traveled overseas in the military. That's where he met his wife. Married in Germany.
Mhm.
And then worked his way back here. He said he eventually wanted to come back to the community.
Right.
So he's there, and lovely German wife, But
So his kids were mixed?
no. His uh on her mom's side.
Huh?
Yeah, no,
So on her
he,
on her mom's side, the kids are mixed. I don't understand that. What is that?
yeah, what I meant is they met in Germany when he was stationed there.
Okay.
And her mother, I think, what she tell me, her mother was white or dad was black. One of don't
Oh, okay. That's why she's German.
yeah, because they met over in Germany.
Got you. I got you.
And
But
he
she's
got
black.
a purebred German Shepherd that he brought from over there. They would call him Max.
Right.
Tallest, he's a horse. Everybody sees him. He's a horse.
Yeah, like I said, they had some new people on the block. And everybody was happy to meet each other. And the commander came out, and I talked to to them, to Sergeant Brown. He said he likes the whole come out and do, the smoke outs. He likes that. He never did it before, I guess. But hey, something different, something new. We add some more to it. Yeah, well, we'll be coming back. But like I said, I want to get the support to the people that's supporting the blocks. That's the whole point, is to tie the leadership together, and Lockwood, Quincy and Lockwood, or should I say 5350 400 block of Quincy, they asked, and I said, hold on, I wanted to do 5200 block of Van Buren. But she said she wanted to wait till it was warmer,
Yeah,
and
when
I
it
called
got
her.
warmer, yeah.
And I called her a week ago, and she didn't return my call, so I moved on and I scheduled that. But hopefully tomorrow I have some flyers to get on that block, so the people know we'll be out, because we only got 4 days to Thursday, and make it happen. Matter of fact, I'm glad I just started that. So what else we got on the docket, y'all? Who else got something? I know something marathons or some kind of marathon or something going on, or
Yeah,
come.
down there at Garfield, half marathon at Garfield Park. They got it all blocked off down there. Lake,
Oh, they do already?
Madison, Jackson, Washington, yeah. From Independence to Central.
It should be done by now unless somebody just ain't gonna make it back.
Right. They should be done, but I don't know if they got all the barricades.
Oh,
Down.
it started this weekend?
Yeah, they
Yeah, it
had
was
to shut
yesterday, and
down
then
Thursday evening.
yep.
I just got through on Madison Street when they put it behind me.
Yep. Yeah, it was a mess.
Oh, I can imagine. That's why I've been avoiding that area.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
It's interesting.
you participate in it, Dr. Orr?
Yeah, we did the wellness walk yesterday, and today we had a table for the marathon. It's just a real different thing, baby. That just tell it. We did a lot of door knocking and telling people about the street closing so they wouldn't get ticketed or their cars towed. And which
Mhm.
is something we encourage them to do because it's literally like it's like a takeover.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how to feel about things like that coming to the community. I like it. Like the activities, but it is not enough of us, But then now when you look at the communities, now just from us doing the door knocking, it's not a lot of us anymore. So it's just interesting.
Excuse me.
It's interesting on how those things get in the community, and then the community get the shortest end of the stick.
Hmm. Who started that doing that?
Bank of America partnered with the park districts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it could be a really good thing if people who live in the community really like people who live in the community are really engaged and involved in the decision making
Mm.
and how it's planned out. I do think that there's effort made to involve the community members. Um, I think there's a few champions that really emphasize the need for community to be engaged. So that's the part I think is very hopeful. It's just, they keep saying progress is slow. And what baffles me is that so much is laid upon us because we keep waiting on progress. So I don't know. I don't have any answers for that. It's just a lot to think about.
So we waiting on a slow train.
Man, I don't know if the train ever come because by the
Yeah.
time we get to it, it's something else.
No,
It's not what it was before. It's a whole different thing now. But
no.
I appreciate
By the time the train comes, we're gonna get hit by it. 'Cause we're gonna
true.
fall asleep on the tracks.
But I
Wait,
do
so
appreciate
hold
people.
on, man.
Mhm.
So y'all don't like the fact that they hosting events in the black community, is what y'all saying?
No,
No,
that's not what I
that's
said.
not what we
I
said.
said that I wish that there was more involvement with residents about making decisions about it. I think that there's a great effort and some champions that is really pushing that, but it's slow.
Right. I understood that.
Well, a lot of development, housing, and healthcare is taking place on Madison Street, putting up a lot of new structures.
Yeah,
I saw
it's changing a lot.
yeah, especially right down there where all these used to be.
Yep,
And,
that's true.
I
Now,
know there's a lot of concern, but hey, progress is always moving forward.
now, you know what? In reality, the Soul City's corridor should have been down Madison. It's
True.
wider. It's a little bit more developed.
It got more
Uh,
history.
pardon?
It has history, has more
It
history.
has history. Yeah, definitely. A park goes through it. I mean, it goes through a park. Um, it goes right into downtown. Um, it's I don't know. Plus, you already have some businesses already there. It just would have boosted, like downtown Oak Park. I mean, not downtown Oak Park, but Madison and going through Oak Park.
Mhm.
They have all that development down there. You wouldn't never think it was the way it was 10 years ago.
You go, yeah. Well,
You
you
know,
know what though?
five
You
high
got to go.
rises.
Well, it sounds good, but the people who work in it was not ain't on Madison. They own Chicago Avenue. He
I
worked
know,
that.
I know.
So, one thing about us, we got to step up and do the work for the things we want to see. You know, he worked on Soul City Corridor. And that was definitely, it would have been great on Madison. And who's to say it can't continue on Madison?
Yeah, that's true.
But,
That could
you
be
know, but who gonna do the
corridor
work?
number
Who's doing the
two.
work? Hmm? What
I
was
think
that?
the ideal. I mean, you got the Aspire Center, you got the
Yep,
McDonald's, you got the new
yep,
hospital down on going towards down that way by Costner or what? Not Costner, Karloff, Kidder,
yeah.
whatever.
And you know, what's the name? What's his name? What's that health authority is down there now on Madison and right after Costner?
What?
Yeah,
Keeler, near Keeler.
Oh, the Good Neighbor campaign.
yep.
Wait a minute. Wait,
So,
whoa. Oh, Madison?
yep, yep. And I think they got a couple of them down there. Yep.
That's right on the corner of Costner, a good neighbor.
Well, I thought that was thought that was Tenny and his group on
Nope,
Costner.
it's Good Neighbor.
No, I think INVC may have a spot down there, but
Yeah,
Good Neighbor
INVC got a
has
spot
one
right
as
on
well.
Costner. Yeah, they
Yeah.
They
on
are.
Costner. Yeah.
So both of them on Costner and Madison
Yeah.
now.
One on Costner and one is like a block or
Like
two
Keeler.
removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
the intervention people, right?
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
the Good Neighbor
Yep.
campaign, yeah.
Connected. So people are doing things. Yeah, people are doing things, which is good, which are good. And I understand both sides. You know, getting it done and engaging community is hard because sometimes we want to be involved, and the next time, sometimes we don't until it's too late. Then we got something to say. You know, I get it. I just wish we can get on one page.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
but
definitely
so you
look,
know that's
somebody definitely kept the book closing on me because I didn't know they were that far east. I didn't think
yep,
that West Side Health Authority would go past
yep,
Cicero.
yep. Well, a lot of people was trying to go over in East Garfield Park.
Why though?
Absolutely, because
I mean,
money was over there because
what's the big move? I don't. I mean, what's the
that was
big?
the violence over there peaked in Garfield Park, West Garfield Park. Yeah, violence over there peaked in West Garfield Park. I know Ant's group, the Street Priest, was really working in a very hyper local area to try and get resources so that the violence would reduce over there. And he did a good job. It's just that when you have little or no funding, that your reach is only so far. And we know how funding goes sometimes, you know. The people
I'm gonna
who
tell you
really
that.
working be the last ones to get the money. So,
I'm gonna tell
you
you
know, so
that whole
yeah,
K
that was
Town,
a huge thing. Yeah,
that whole K Town area,
yeah.
man, it just tanked out. I mean, it just bottomed out,
Yeah,
literally.
but now they're pouring a lot of money over there.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
Really.
how um that's how Good Neighbors got over there. Institute Nonviolence got over there. You know, yeah, they pouring man, I'm talking about money. They pouring money over there. Money.
Man, it's so
Speaking of
amazing to me
which,
because it was so desolate and destitute that
Right.
man,
It's all right. About another 10 years, them white folks finna have it again.
It ain't been finna be destitute. It ain't y'all say 10. I beg to differ. I give it 5 based on what I saw. I
Yeah.
give
really.
it 5. I'm seriously.
I mean, well then, yeah, once they start building up Damon down there, they definitely gonna start coming this way. I mean, they
Now,
already been.
now
They already
now
did,
down
right?
there, they're putting what is it, 10 billion, 11 billion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's a
Yep.
wrap. Madison
Yep.
Street is a wrap. I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you.
it's already, think about it though. If y'all, so we walked just to talk to people about their race. We walked from Ogden. Ogden, this is our youth ambassadors. He, hats off to Dr. Rudis and the Rudis Center for hosting us in our onboard and our trainings. Hats off. So we walked in and out of the neighborhoods from Ogden to North Avenue. And I just have to take a deep breath. It's I just have to take a deep breath. I don't even know what to say. My words won't come because I'll break down and cry. because we've always known that the West Side is the most valuable land in the city.
The best side.
And I also know that we've always had 100,000 barriers to building up and getting loans and getting the resources we need to be able to come together. We also know that other nationalities can come and get what they need with little to no barriers to be in our communities. And it's been proven statistically that this was a strategy designed for that, so that our money wouldn't stay in our community. So now we're facing we have investors that own most of the lands and the properties that are slumlords. We also have some of us that kick the legs out from us. And we also have, now it's almost inaccessible or affordable for us to even stay in our own community. What do you say to that? What can you say to that? I am without words. I'm just, when you think about the big part of the picture, I understand why it's happening and it's possible. Yeah, it's still heartbreaking. It's hard to see
Right.
people who live and invested in the community for 40, 50 years, built this community, can't stay here anymore because now it's like an entitlement. It's not yours, it's ours now. And that is crazy to me.
Well,
Baby.
let me try to give you a different perspective on how you should look at that. And change is good. And what's about to happen to your community is the same thing that happened to mine. And you could change the wording and call it gentrification. It's colonization,
Yes.
and it's actually a good thing because when colonization comes, civility comes. You start to be more civil because when white people are around, black people are on their best behavior. We get the best out of black people when a white man got his boot on your neck. And so I hope more white people come and terraform the West Side and get rid of a lot of these 501s and get rid of a lot of these little black groups that think they helping black people, but you're not really helping black people. These are just fronts so you can get, it's over with. The only thing that's gonna help black people is gentrification. Like in my neighborhood, right where I'm at, I got stabbed up the street in the neck. You know what I'm saying? Out there, gang banging, gang bang. You know what I'm saying? Selling that wine. But again, now that I live around nothing but Africans, gay people, and they are a delight to live around. I love living around the LGBTQ community. I'd rather live around them than phone them, Vice Lord them, all of the NIMS. It's a better. I can walk down the street and there's a couple niggas, spackled and sprinkled around. You feel me? And
Yeah,
there's
we
a
listened to one of them.
and there's a concentration of niggerdom that plagues the North Side, which is the Howard Street. And Howard Street is equivalent to Central and Lake. You feel me? And yep. I'm from the North Side, from the pole, man. On my mama, Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover, man. Free Larry, man. So don't be sad. You should be happy because your community is going to get better. When your community has a lot of black people in it, it's gonna fall. It's not gonna do good. Black people don't know how to do things like that. That white man, he just know how to do things a little bit better than what we could do. So trust me, sister. Don't shed no tears. The community is gonna get better and safer when them white people move a little bit closer to you.
Yeah, I understand your perspective, but colonization never stabilized anybody but the white man. It never stabilized black people at all. As a matter of fact, the only reason white people can be stabilized is because of the genius and invention of Black people. With us, they are great. But with us, they are great. If they didn't have us, they wouldn't be great, right?
The same thing. But it's the same. You're right. But the same thing could be true in reverse. Without the white man, we wouldn't be shit.
Let me finish. They couldn't if they couldn't capitalize off us and manipulate, and if we didn't participate in a system, they couldn't be great. But we've always been great without their system.
That's a lie.
If they've left us alone, we've always been great.
That's a lie. Look at Africa.
Listen. Africa is a example of that, but not just Africa, Europe, where Black people ruled. If you look historically, we ruled the world at one time. So one thing is they figured out, I will give you this, they did figure out a system to manipulate, maximize, and colonize us. But without us, they can't be great. But we've always been great without them.
No, we haven't. We didn't have iPhones before the white man.
Well, iPhone ain't got nothing to do with it. But
yes, it do. Are you on the iPhone right now?
No, I'm not. We probably
what you on? What you on? What type of phone you on?
We probably invented the iPhone.
Dr.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't have
what type of phone you on, sister?
I'm on the phone. Any phone.
Did a nigga make that phone?
Whether they made it, we probably made it, and they probably patented it. As history tells.
Nope.
Right. So the thing
you're on that white man phone talking about the white man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Man, and the white man
show
talking
some
about
respect.
the Black man when they claim all our inventions. It's not a respect. It's not a thing of respect. If respect, this is exactly what I'm saying. Respect go both ways. And if we just gonna be honest, most of the inventions came from us. They learned how to patent it and monetize it. So it's not a problem. I want to say kumbaya, but I don't know about kumbaya right now.
You know what somebody said? You know what somebody said yesterday? They said, a guy told me, nobody wants to be Black, but everybody wants to be Black.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like, what? And then I thought about what he said. People want to adopt everything that Black people have, but they don't want to be Black. That's what he was saying. But
that's true.
And that's true.
But he's talking about the coolness of the Black. Everybody want to dance and be cool like the Black. But that other part, that ghetto violent part, don't nobody want to partake in that.
So I would like to offer this to you, Mosaic. Who said we was ghetto and violent? You're picking up the language and the song that's been given to us. Right. You're picking up propaganda.
Dr. O, where you live at?
You're repeating that. I live
Dr.
in this
O,
world.
where you live at?
In the world. I live in the world.
Do you live on the west side, Dr. O?
Of course.
You live in a hellhole, baby girl.
Well, no, I don't.
Yeah, you do. I'm from out there. Where you live at? I'm from out there. That's a hell. My brother DeAndre Reuters almost got killed 2-3 weeks ago. What are you talking about? He lives in y'all live in a hellhole. Steve, somebody just got murdered in front of Steve's place.
I don't agree. It's interesting.
You don't agree,
but
Steve.
It's the richest land over here.
She said she don't agree that somebody got killed in front of your place.
No, I said
she don't agree with that, Steve.
But you got to realize that was the first murder in probably 50 years, if any, before that. So I mean, it was an unusual phenomenon. It did. You know,
50 years, Steve. I know a nigga that got killed on Monitor. I know the nigga.
No, but we said Massasoit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Massasoit, sure. But what I'm saying is, we can. So what I am, I know it come out. I hold Black people accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good. Yeah, we did a lot of inventions, but it's like I hold us accountable. So it's like you got to understand, like. When white people start to move next door to you, Steve, you're going to get way less crime because Black people act better when white people are around.
I hate to tell you this, the neighborhood I live in, white people moved around me, and guess what? That's when the crime started.
Why? How did that happen?
How? Because they started it. They're all mobsters and and trust me, dude, I don't know where you're getting all of that from, but
No. You
it's
can't
only
compare
because
organized crime to the crime of black, like organized crime
what's the difference?
versus
Crime is crime.
no. Organized crime is a little bit different. I'd rather have organized crime than have what we have. Black people are a plague. We
No,
destroy every neighborhood. We destroy every
that's
building.
not true.
We destroy every. Go to the lake. Go. My brother went out there. See,
You
y'all
know,
don't
what
see.
you-
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. See, y'all don't do the work he do. He went out there and he cleaned up the streets on Lake and Laramie, and they was throwing. And he said it was dirty.
Were you helping him? Did you help him?
You feel me?
Did you help him?
I got shot up there. I can't go back up there, Steve. I can't go back up there,
Put a ski
Steve.
mask on.
They shot at me up there. The sniper.
Wear a ski mask.
A black man shot at me, Steve. I'm scared of black folks.
Don't be scared of your shadow.
I'm scared of black folks.
Don't be scared of your shadow. You can't hide from your own shadow.
But what I'm saying is, y'all know the West Side is bad.
I'm glad you brought this up because I had a conversation with some white guys last week ago at a meeting, and I asked them. I said, "Why did the governor of Texas send all the migrants to Chicago? I mean, he could have just as well sent them back across the border. He had the vehicle, and then they were like, well, he had to show the other people that were condoning that kind of situation what it feels like." And I'm like, but I thought we were all part of the United States of America, and we're supposed to work as a group to better ourselves as a group. But I didn't know we were trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater by, shaming or hurting your own countrymen. And, they went on to say about the wall. I asked them, why are we still talking about a wall? We know a wall is not effective. They go, well, it'll slow them down. I'm like, yeah, but it's a waste of time and money. I said, wouldn't it make sense just to put like 50,000 or 100,000 people on a 5,000 mile? How long is the border? It's about 5,000 miles at least. No, not that long. It's probably more like 3,000. But anyway, whatever it is, why not just put 50,000 people on the border and make some jobs? And then they went on and said, well, no, because they can't shoot the people. I'm like, what? We're going to shoot kids just because they're trying to get in the country? We're going to shoot families?
Yeah. You can't come over here. You will be shot. That's
why you gotta shoot?
Steve.
Why would you want to just kill people because they trying to get
because like for instance, this is why the country has gotten weak. This is why other countries is respected. Like, because we got weak laws. And when you play and these people done shown that they can play with the law. But see, they got Trump in there. So now border crossing has went down 96%. So
yeah, because they coming in through Canada.
No.
They don't even realize they're coming in through Canada.
No. We shut that down, Steve. That's misinformation. We shut that down. What you gotta understand is, you gotta make examples out of people. Somebody who might steal out of the store might get 5 years, and you'll be like, that's harsh. But we gotta set an example so the next person won't think it's cool to do. That's why. Yes, you come over this country, you will be shot.
Nobody's watching the hen house other than the fox. And that's what's been going on from the beginning. People been crawling in through Canada and nobody's been watching it. And the crazy part is we talk about the southern border, and nobody watched the northern border. And that's the same way we get
But the only reason you know that is because Trump went at Canada. That's the only reason you know that. You never said that when Biden was in office.
I knew that for the last 25 years that's been going on.
Oh, yeah, I ain't never heard you say nothing about that until the Great White Hope got into office.
I've known that for many, many years.
Trump stopped that then. He stopped that.
what do people call Albanians? It's not Albanians. Yugoslav.
Assyrians?
No, they're Yugoslavians, but they don't call them Yugoslavians anymore. It's a new name. I forgot the name. Serbians. A girl that worked with me, she said, Steve, she says, you know, all the Serbians come in illegally. I said, what? She said, especially in Chicago. Now she's Serbian. She said, I know it's about 5,000 of us, and they all illegal. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, most of them do take truck driving jobs. You know, my husband, my father-in-law, this. I'm like, wow, she telling the whole deal. But again, you know, and she told me that 20, let me see. Yeah, 20 years ago in 2005.
Yeah. Send me her information. We need to
But I mean, it's going on. My point to it is, I think we look at and focus on the wrong things in this country. I mean, yeah, we need secure borders. We need people to get in here legally and do the right things. I'm a total 100% for that. But I mean, to go and pretend like there's nothing else going on anywhere else, that's not right.
That's an assumption. Nobody ever said, only because somebody is talking about A don't mean they're not concerned with B. You know what I'm saying? There was a guy.
If they were concerned, they would show us by putting a bigger emphasis on the Canadian border. They don't put an emphasis on the border
because it wasn't as important as the southern border. If the southern border is more where more people come through, why would I focus on the 2%?
So let me ask you this: if I punch you in your right eye, will it feel the same if I punch you in your left eye?
That depends if you use your weak hand or your strong hand.
I'm using the same hand. It's gonna be the same thing.
Nuh-uh. Your left hand is one border. Your right hand is another border. Come on now.
I'm saying I'm gonna use the same hand for both eyes.
You can't. You can't.
Well, I am. That's the reality of it all. It's the same thing. And I don't know how you want to sugarcoat it, but you know we can't.
Nah, I mean, yeah, it's really not. You know, it's really not. Like we got
back again to the way you think and the way you speak. Because it's become a very apparent thing to me about this world we live in and the history we supposedly understand. And somebody I had a conversation with yesterday, they said the way it is now is because white people have created this history. And the majority of it is based around things that they said was and what it was and this and that. But if you say a lie long enough, you'll believe it. And listen, if you say a lie long enough, you will believe it. And other people have, you know, different perspectives and have his, you know, a guy told me, the same guy, I went on to say, hey, why are we letting all these Africans in this country? And they all looked at, now this is about 5 white guys. 2 Polish guys, 2 Italian guys, a Greek guy, and then they looked at me like, "Oh, what is he saying?" I'm like, "Yeah, didn't your president just say we dealing with all these shithole countries, and now we letting these Africans in? He bringing them in."
Oh, you mean the South Africans, the white South Africans?
I don't know what you call them. They African. That's all I know. So
they white South Africans. He letting them in because they
I don't know about
killed.
all that. I just know they African.
Yeah, but if you don't know about all that, then it's a lot of things you just don't know then.
But they're Africans. And when he spoke generally, I'm speaking generally. So he letting these Africans in. So now this is the issue. So I said, why didn't they go back to their own country? Daneland, Sweetland, Cinnamon Roll Land, whatever it is. Why they didn't go back there? Because they could go back there, you know. And he goes, white guy tells me, oh no, they've been in South Africa for over 600 years. I'm like, what? 600 years? He goes, they were there before the Zulus came. There was some other group of people, the Aquarians or something, I don't know, something. And I'm like,
yeah, the Zulus are young. They're young. They're young.
Who?
The Zulus are not an old tribe. They're fairly pretty young.
Yeah, but there were other black people there before, even if they
they were not the original people in South Africa.
They weren't the original people. No,
the Khoisans were the original people.
Wait a minute, what's the name of it?
The Khoisans.
And,
the Zulu and it's a couple of other tribes. They all
He
came
named them. Now
from
he was
the
on point.
Congo, the northern part of but the place was black. It was all black
Right.
people
That's my whole
that was
point.
colonized.
That was my
Yeah,
whole
it was
point. He
colonized.
claims that
Yeah.
white people had been there for 600, and I'm going, I still don't understand where you're going with this, because in white history, they always tend to say they found something. And then I said to him, I'm like, people were in many places before white people got there. He goes, well, no, because they used canoes or whatever to get there, but the white people came in more sophisticated vessels with navigation abilities and technology. I'm like, what? A big sailboat is the technology? And he
Yeah,
goes, yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but what that got to do with the people that was already there?
Listen, hey Steve, if you leave your car at the gas station and and you go in the gas station and I take your car, it's my car now. That's
What?
it. Yeah. If I
Mosaic, I
steal
thought
your
you was
car, it's my car
you
now.
was an upright guy. I thought you said you was upright.
Yeah, see, Dr. O, I don't know if they taught you about using analogies. I'm using an analogy. So if the white man come over to America, yes, we knew there was 50 to 100 million people already here before 1526. But guess what? The white man came and took it over.
So does
So
it justify them claiming
yes,
it's theirs?
yeah, it does justify it.
Well, if it
And if
justified
it
them
don't,
claiming it,
justify, what you gonna do
so
about it?
so
Besides cry.
if it's so justifiable, why are they ashamed of the history then? They
They not
don't tell the
ashamed.
history.
They not
They don't
ashamed.
tell the
Trust
true
me.
history.
They not ashamed.
Well, they
They
won't
don't
tell
have to tell a history how you want it. You want them to tell it the black way. They're not gonna tell it that
No,
way.
I don't want them to tell
They
it the
don't.
black
Yeah, they
way.
don't
I
care
want them
about your way, Dr. O.
I want them to tell it the accurate way. And I do agree with
They
you.
don't have
Your
to.
enemy, I agree with you. Your enemy don't care nothing about
Sure don't.
telling the proper history or telling the truth about anything. Enemy don't care about no ethics in war. And that is
So
why I bring to the
you're absolutely
question.
right, because
I bring the question
he
of
tried, he,
where the righteous cry. So I
and
understand what you're
that's a
saying.
great point. That's a great point, because the guys I were with, they tried to sway the whole thing to the point of, well, those people were 600 years. Those white people been there. Like, that's supposed to make a difference. Other people have been there millions of years, or at least
Yeah, only the
hundreds of
strongest
thousands
survive though,
of.
Steve.
So why would that make a difference? I'm trying to get the whole idea. So now I said, okay, so he claimed to be, like that group you just said, to start with a Q or whatever. He said that. I didn't know about that. And I'm like, well, okay, they were black, whatever. I don't care. Now you say you got to have people that have more technology. Those are the ones that make the difference. I said, well, then since you said that, what about the Moors? Because before the Moors came into Europe, you people didn't even have latrines. You didn't even know about soap and water. You didn't know about a lot of things until the Moors came into. Oh, no, no. Now he wanted to deny that. The Polish guys, the Italian guys, the Greek guys. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm like, but they brought technologies that you guys didn't even understand. So
yeah, but
now,
they ain't have enough because it definitely didn't work out for the Moors.
well, they were there for over 700 years.
I mean, yeah, ago from today, that ain't the case today. The white man running today, and I think the faster black people get that in their head, the faster you can actually move on with life.
Yeah, I think you want to be reincarnated white.
I wouldn't mind.
I hate to tell you.
I definitely wouldn't mind.
No, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Hello, everybody.
They'll
What?
accept me.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Walter?
Walt.
I got
How's
back
it
up.
going? Yes, you
Hey.
do.
Hey, so I was telling them the story about when I brought up the conversation about the Moors bringing technologies to Europe, and you and the other European post-European white people that was in the room. You guys didn't want to acknowledge the fact the Moors brought technology. Because your guy was the one that started that. What's his name? Anthony? What was his name? The Polish guy. Walter? Brian? What was his name? I can't remember. Anyway, he seemed to have a lot of history when it was convenient history, but then when I had history, it wasn't convenient enough.
Oh, well, yeah, white people are just as confused as black people. So, I mean, you know, they
Just
just as
as-
confused too.
Just as
Yeah, white people are just as misled by history as black people are misled by history. Both parties are misled by history.
but,
Both.
but who's leading the wagon? That's the point.
No, I mean, nobody leading it for us.
Huh?
I don't
Then
think.
you just
Yeah,
say-
I
then you
don't
just
think
say
nobody
white
leading it
people-
for us.
White people need to put everything in perspective and do everything for us and get it right and let them have it and do this. And then you just say all of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
there's
their
You want-
country.
You want them to lead.
hey,
No, I
Steve.
don't want them to lead. They lead. We are on a white man platform right now. The white man allow all us black people to actually live and live good lives. That's why we the best rate. Like when people look at black people, they look at black Americans as the highest totem pole, and they look at white Americans as the highest totem pole of all white people. And it's because white people needed our help and we needed their help. They make us great, we make them great. We got a really good system here with the white people here. That's just the truth. And most white people, most successful black people have been helped out by white people and not black people.
So you don't think there's anywhere else that's monolithic with black people that are doing great?
Hell no. Where? Name
No,
a
there-
thriving
There are a lot of
black
places.
city in America.
Kenya?
I said in America.
Oh, you say in America? Oh,
And I follow a lot of passport bros. Kenya, their electricity ain't popping. They got dirt roads. You can't even drive certain cars out there because the dirt would get into the exhaust. No, nothing in Africa is popping. Where
That's not
American
true.
blacks,
That's not true.
it's the truth. Africa is not popping at
I
all.
mean, they got natural resources in Africa.
That's it. And they don't even know how. They're not even smart enough to know how to use it. Stupid.
I
No.
mean,
Stupid people.
there's corruption and a lot of wars in Africa.
And that's their problem.
Yeah, but there's corruption and a lot of wars in Europe and the
Yes,
Middle East.
there is.
Yeah, and that's
Ukraine.
why they're not the greatest. That's why we got the greatest white people and the greatest black people. Y'all proving my point.
I mean, look at how old is aqueducts. Well, we still use aqueducts to this day. But that was from the Roman times.
Oh yeah, we
Well,
use pulley
we don't quite
systems,
use
and they all
aqueducts,
got that
but
from Egypt.
it's a similar engineering system, but it's not aqueducts. No.
No, they bring water to Los Angeles to this day from aqueducts.
So from the highest level down.
Pretty much, if you look at it. The Romans had it, it's like engineering. What, China's like one of the oldest civilization. India too.
Yeah, China
Yeah.
5,000 years old.
And India too.
Yeah, India old as dirt.
Yeah. I
My
mean,
point.
it trickles down. I mean, the spices are from India. This way we always travel, for spices.
That's
for
my whole
trade.
point.
Yeah,
That-
but it's about who did it better, though, man.
Well,
It's about who did it
well,
better.
it depends. It depends on what time you live in. Everything was better at the time. Right now, there's gonna be something better than this era.
What,
So
robots?
I don't know. I don't know what
No
it might
more,
be.
no more humans. No
They-
more
they
humans.
might-
Just robots everywhere.
They might be able to take people's brains out like mosaic and replace it with something that's more fertile. And
Yeah,
I mean,
Elon
listen,
Musk.
man. listen, I come bearing the truth, and it definitely hurt. But you know, we definitely
Look,
the greatest black people
I'm gonna
on
tell
earth.
you. I'm gonna tell you something. The truth will be the day that Mo said, the day that I forgot your real name now, but it'll come back. That you come outside and you interact with us, the people that are on the front lines out here,
When y'all get that crime down,
making it happen.
Steve, I will be more than likely. I will love to come
People
out
put a
there.
mask on. People walk around
But
with full mask on now.
yeah.
Why?
When y'all get that crime down, with all of these organizations I hear about, then
Just do
man,
it.
I'll love to come out there. But I've been robbed twice. I've been shot up. I've been beat up. I've been all type of stuff out west. I ain't going out there no more.
You a
Too
human
dangerous.
you a human put what do you call it? Push pin.
Yeah, it's too dangerous out there, Steve.
Hey, Steve, what's the root of crime?
The root of crime?
Yes, there's one thing.
Where does it come from or why is it?
Yes, what's the root of crime?
Shoot, to me, the root of crime is just stupidity.
No, it's money.
Oh, yeah, it's money. Reparations. Give black people
No
reparations.
money.
We won't commit a crime
No,
again.
because there are a lot of crimes out here. People just wilding out and they ain't got nothing to do with money.
No, everything boils down to money. If
You
you
think
don't,
so?
yes. Because why would, okay, let's say,
I guess if you put it like the other day, there was a guy and a girl, they got into a fight across the street in Oregon, I guess they're a little older. And the cops came out because they were, about to jump on each other, about to fight each other. So you saying at the end of that rope, it all came from money.
yes.
Maybe she caught him with another cookie,
Another cookie. Yeah, for what? Money.
I don't know.
He was out there paying somebody else, huh?
Just like that one guy got robbed by the store for what? For his money or for his food? Do you think it's over his food? No, for his money.
Nobody robbed nobody for food.
No,
Not
like that
yet.
one incident.
Nah, to Walter's point, at least 90% of the stuff that's happening out here probably over money for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because the
broke people commit crimes.
No, he's absolutely right. Because the biggest ripoff right before our eyes is going on in the White House right now. And you're right.
Oh,
it's the biggest crime going.
No,
right.
So the White House got something to do with a black man killing another black man on the West Side?
Shoot, yeah.
That's true. Oh man, Trump. Oh damn, Trump.
That's called trickle down.
Okay. All right, I want to say this. What about if Trump wasn't in office and then stuff was still going on? Can you blame Trump then or not?
It's still criminal.
No, answer the question, Steve. Is this still Trump's fault?
Wait. If what fault? To do what?
You just said it was Trump's fault because two guys were going at it, killing each other. Oh, it's Trump's fault.
No, I said it's trickle down crime because it starts from the top.
Okay. Let's say.
Doesn't matter.
Let's say there's no Trump in office. Let's say just another guy in office. Whose fault is that?
Let's say a non-felon.
Which he is a non-felon.
No.
Okay, let's say you have some other president. Let's say it was Clinton was in office. Okay, and then two guys were going at it. Whose fault is it?
Well, you just named another felon though.
So everybody's a felon?
He didn't get convicted either?
No, he didn't get convicted. Nobody does. What about Bush? He's a felon. He started a war in Middle East.
No, Bush killed somebody in a drunk driving accident when he was younger.
Look at Clinton. Hillary Clinton killed people. Then they don't say nothing about that.
Yeah, she killed a lot of people.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, if you don't know that, you ain't in the loop.
No, what did she do?
Oh
She killed
man, she done,
everybody.
Huh?
She killed a lot of people.
Where?
Everywhere. Okay, one guy got killed suicide. He got shot twice in the head. They marked him down for suicide.
Where?
Yeah, you got to read,
Getting this from?
Steve.
Nobody heard about no guy got shot 2 times in the head by Hillary Clinton.
yeah,
It's
no, she
not
didn't pull the
Hillary.
trigger, but she was involved
People.
in it. Like that dude who got shot in the woods, he went hunting with his buddy. All of a sudden, he gets shot in the face with a shotgun, and I think the dude was
Oh,
going
you
to like
talking about the one? You talking about the one that what's his name? The vice president shot.
somebody.
That was
Okay,
Vice Chair Dick Cheney shot the guy. Yeah.
Hillary Clinton was part of Watergate back then.
Watergate.
Yes,
Hillary Clinton probably wasn't even 20 years old during Watergate.
she was part of Watergate and then other
There's no
scandals.
way. Hillary Clinton.
Yes,
Watergate happened in 72.
she was around.
Hillary Clinton.
Watergate,
How old is Hillary Clinton? 71 years old now?
she's around.
Trust me, she wasn't even 18 and doing Watergate.
She was
I
part of
wasn't even I was
Watergate.
75 years old doing Watergate.
She was part of Watergate, my friend.
Nah, you got that one wrong. I need that big button that's bent. Nah, that one ain't gonna not here. The Clintons are not older than 70 something years old. 71, 72 maybe. But she wasn't even 18.
Yeah, she was part of Watergate.
No. How was she part of Watergate?
I'm gonna look her up right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you
He
right
been
now.
listening to Alex Jones too.
Hillary Clinton grew up in Park Ridge, Illinois. I know people that was her parents' housekeeper.
I thought the man was gonna say
Personally.
She is a low down woman though, Steve. She has done some low down things. She
Well,
called black people.
I mean,
She
I'm not
called black
disputing that.
people super predators. Come on now, and she's a Democrat.
I'm not disputing none of that now. I'm just saying.
Okay, look it up right now. I'm looking at it right now. She was indeed part of the Watergate investigation.
Uh-oh, Steve.
For what?
She served as a young lawyer on the.
I be getting where I get lost at is how do we absolve one side? I'm talking about politically of these things that they do when clearly they are all a part of the same fabric, but we only condemn one side, the party that we are against. I don't know, man. That right there, that confuses.
Like this guy.
That gets me lost. We do that too much.
I think we only against the party that don't care.
Oh,
But that's both of them though. If we be honest,
it depends on what time.
This guy. I like this guy.
Every time, Steve. What was a good Democrat?
Clinton.
Clinton wasn't good. He locked black people up.
Kennedy.
He was part of the scandal in Arkansas. You know that, right, Steve?
What?
Bill Clinton was part of the scandal in Little Arkansas.
Little Rock.
Yes.
And Pine Bluff, and my family lived out there, so I'm directly affected by that.
What was the scandal?
You didn't know? Oh my God.
Won't you know?
All I'm saying is we had some really prosperous times during the Clinton era. That's all the time. That's the only time I ever seen prosperity in America in my lifetime.
So people were doing good under him.
You don't remember?
I don't know about that, Steve. I ain't never heard.
You don't remember 0% interest rates, Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody had a summer home, a second home.
Yeah,
yeah,
Everybody
white
no
people,
jobs.
not niggas.
want a
They had
bet.
no jobs. No jobs. You could buy a house with no job. Is that
Man, look,
prosperity?
those 4 to 8 those 8 years, people had a lot of prosperity. Matter of fact, the deficit, the national debt went away. How did we get rid of the national debt under Clinton? That made no sense, but it happened.
Okay, he was a part of the Whitewater scandal, Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I think I heard of that. I think I heard
Okay.
of that.
But what you said, Steve, I could bought a house back then. You're telling me I could buy 10 houses with no job.
Man, people, and I ain't saying no job. I'm saying you
Yeah,
had to
they
have a
said no
job, but
job.
what?
He said no job, no money down, no job.
No. I said there was 0% interest on like credit cards, and I saw that coming though, but I didn't understand it. I was like, how you gonna give people 0%? But that was the setup for the get up. But
Yeah, but how many black people
nevertheless,
do you think had those credit cards? Not a lot. That didn't
And
no,
help
then,
black
dude, there
people.
were a lot of people that
okay,
went into.
Steve, what happened afterwards? When everything was about due, the real estate bubble crashed
Well, what
2008.
happened afterwards? We got another goofball named George Bush. He came in, and then the whole thing went down. Then he started a war. They threatened my daddy, and then we went through that garbage, and we never came out of it. We
No,
never came out of it.
I
It's
don't
been,
like part
it's
of it,
been
the
25,
Patriot
it's been
Act.
25 years of chaos since
And
since Bush.
that was called, those Republicans are called what? Warmongers. They
Well,
always want war.
yeah, but I mean, it was the way it was. But you can't tell what a Republican is these days because they don't know what they are. They done divided the heads and the tails so many different directions. And it went from tea baggers to what you call them? Teapot?
Teabaggers. What are
Yeah,
you
they
talking
started
about?
out remember they was tea baggers till they found out that means you got nuts on your chin. Then
No,
oh, we can't
tea
do that no
party.
more. Huh?
Tea party, not tea
No, they were
bag.
tea baggers before they were tea party. Then they changed it because when they start finding out that meant you got nuts, somebody's nuts on your so they changed it to tea party. Then there was some other things called birthers. Then there was some other crap called the megas, and now I don't know. I don't even know what they are now. People, I
So
don't really
more,
care
so it
because they
morphed
all
into.
Republicans at the end of the day. Now they try to separate from the separate, and I don't even understand that.
And what about the Democrats? Are they any better or no?
I don't know if how many Democrats have separated and started all these different groups. Although I think DeAndre told me there's a big push for what did you call them? Democratic socialists or something?
Yeah, Democrat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too familiar with the big. I don't really know people that just say I'm a democratic socialist. I don't know
We
Democrats.
got a few of them. We got a Democratic
Nine,
Socialist arm in city council.
Like
yes,
like
19,
who? Like
19
who are they?
aldermen.
Yeah.
19 aldermen. Rodriguez. Remember that guy that
19? You
killed?
said
Yes,
19 of them?
yes.
Oh, okay.
La Spada from the first ward. Rodriguez, were the guy that shot those two Jewish people. He was
What?
part of Rodriguez. Yes.
You got an alderman that shot some Jewish people?
No, that guy was
Oh,
from his clique. Went over there. Rodriguez, Carlos Rosa.
so they sound like they're all Spanish speaking people. What's going on? I'm
Yeah,
confused.
No,
dude.
La
Yeah,
Spada is
dude from
Italian.
Albany Park, 4707 North
Spada's not
Troy.
Italian.
Yeah, La Spada is
No,
from
he's not.
Nah,
I
dude
Italian.
met
was
La Spada.
Mexican, bro. He was a Mexican.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
met
Mexican guy.
DeAndre know La Spada. We didn't know. No.
I'm telling
We
you,
met,
there's 19
I met La
aldermen.
Spada several
The
times.
city council is split. Why do you think the mayor is got 6-7%? Because he's going with the progressives, and then people don't want that view of his policies.
Well, what's progressives got to do with democratic socialists? I don't understand that.
They're part of it. Progressive Socialist Party. Progressive is a fancy word for socialism. Socialist.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much is. It ain't the progressive like when the congressman started out as a progressive congressman, meaning he was just open to new thoughts. Nah, these guys they on the extreme. They want free everything.
Yeah, but somebody has to pay for it.
What was Harold Washington? Was he independent or progressive?
I'm not sure. It's so long
They
ago.
classify him as a progressive.
Really?
Yeah, but again, in that time, it just meant that you were open to newer ideas and thought. Like in today's society, a progressive means, you I mean, it's just I suppose it's similar, but I mean now
today it mean you with DEI. You can kids can transform it for different genders at 5 years old. You pro-abortion. Harold Washington would have never been for all that mess.
Okay, I want to ask everybody: are you guys for your children to transform? This is for all the Democrats or Republicans. Are you guys for it or like against it to transform at a young age?
What's a young age?
Under 18.
Grammar school. Under the age of 18, got no parents' consent, but they got these hospitals in Chicago.
I don't think you should do anything until you're able to pay it for it your goddamn self. And if you can go and work,
I like that, Steve. I like that.
Oh, he's a conservative.
He's a conservative. Yeah, Republican, Steve.
That don't
say that.
Don't say that.
Ultra conservative.
Don't tell nobody you said that. Oh man.
I'm just saying that why would you expend money on something that you can't even go out there and afford to make happen?
Yeah, but that's what's happening right now on the Democratic side of things. They want to make that be able to be paid for by taxpayer money though.
Yeah, self-mutilation.
Yeah.
So you telling me they want to be able to use Obamacare to go and get a surgery? Well, they paying for that though.
No,
but think about it. Think about it. We fighting a war, and you know what I'm saying. And then you got a transgender person in combat making a complaint because they can't get their meds shipped to the front line so they can be on track with how they progression going. That's what that's why the Democratic Party lost.
So wait, who pays for it? Who pays for the meds?
I pay for it. You pay for it.
But
everybody else here pay for it. And I'm sick of it.
This person's out there sacrificing their life for your liberty. Because you don't want to care. You don't want to care.
I don't want to pay for it.
With arms in hand, with an arm in hand to defend this country, and this person they need some meds. We got people that need meds anyway because they're already stressed out. So they do that.
Steve, that's different. That's different. I don't want my sergeant, a 55, 54-year-old man who just like, you know what, my wife left me. You know what? I want to be a transgender. And now I got a sergeant. I got to call him ma'am. Like Trump got rid of all that mess. He got rid of all of that mess. I want my soldiers.
But what's the difference?
I want my soldiers.
What's the difference if you have a sergeant that is a lady? You don't want to
because hold on. It's not about man and woman. It's not about man and woman. Because I don't mind a female sergeant. I don't mind a female cop. But I don't want no transitioning person because those people think in political perspectives all the time. So we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be sending hormones to the front lines. And now, you know, the guy who want to be a woman, he feeling like he got a period. He got an attitude today. And he don't want to protect my back from the Taliban because he got an attitude today.
Yeah, he got male menopause.
Yeah, no, we're not going for that. I want my soldiers black and white. I like the white guys that's real swole with the beards and an American flag tattoo. And a big black dude. That's how a soldier's supposed to look, not a transgender person. Sorry, I have nothing against those people, but I don't want you in my army.
What if I told you there were some people that in their own minds they probably were thinking they were transgender, and they were in the military, and
I'm gonna call them retarded.
They saved a lot of people, and they saved a lot of people's lives. What if I told you that that's a great possibility?
I'm gonna tell you, I want you out of my military. I don't care. I'm not folding on it. I'm like Archie Bunker, Steve.
Look,
I'm Archie Bunker. I'm not with that nonsense.
What if I told you one of the greatest military geniuses was like that? Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great was not a transgender. He might have been a little gay, but he was not a transgender. That's different.
I didn't know. Yeah. I like having a little cold. You know, I got a little cold.
I mean, listen, he might have a little sex with. He might have a little sex with Archimedes over here from time to time. But he like his women most of the time.
I heard Walter get ready to a little joke talking about how you separate in Greece, how you separate the men from the boys.
Oh no!
Yeah, how do you separate the men from the boys?
Yeah, but no. Our military should look tough and scary to the enemy, not attractive and confused.
No, I mean,
I'm not with it, Steve.
I think once you pass the test, you should be able to go there. Because at the end of the day, they're going to start having robots, and then the robots are going to be whatever they want to program the robot to be. So,
but they wasn't passing the test, Steve. That's the thing. They wasn't passing. No,
they weren't. So how did they get in?
It was DEI. It was DEI. They was yes. I'm telling you, Steve. Why you think Trump got rid of it? That man ain't racist.
Yeah, that's a bullshit.
That man is not racist.
You wouldn't know racist if he kissed you in the lips.
No, I probably wouldn't. But that was not racist. Well, Biden, yeah, that was racism what he did. Busing, that was racism. But with Trump, no, he protecting women. He don't want to see women getting beat up in the sports. He don't like that.
But he protecting white women. He ain't protecting black women.
He trying to protect black women with the Roe versus Wade.
You don't try. You have to make it happen. You have to go above and beyond. You just don't say you're trying. That ain't gonna get it.
You gotta try first before you start, man.
No, you gotta do it. You don't, the black women over there, I was trying to help them, but just wasn't too.
Steve, is Danny Davis is leaving in June?
What'd you say?
Is Danny Davis is gonna retire?
I talked to him yesterday. Wait, was it yesterday? Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Wait, yeah, yesterday I talked to him.
Yeah, what's going on?
We had a good conversation. Talked to him early morning. We talked about former Congressman Rangel. What's his name? DeAndre. I know you know Rangel from out of Harlem, New York. Charles Rangel. Yeah, Charles Rangel. Because he passed. And I called and asked him, did he really? He said, yeah. He called him Charlie. He said, Charlie was a good guy, man. I really enjoyed Charlie. He said, Charlie's claim to fame was that he's the only guy that survived an assault on his platoon, and everybody in his platoon died but him. He said that was the luckiest day of his life.
Damn.
And he talked about how Charles Rangel was the leader, or what's Danny's position? Ways and Means Committee. Charles Rangel.
the chair?
Yeah. Charles Rangel was the chair of the Ways and Means. Chair, the leader of the chair of the Ways and Means Committee. And Congressman
Wow.
Danny Davis said he knew him very well. Statesman. He was a statesman by all means. Fought in Korean War, stayed
Oh,
in Congress
wow.
for quite a good while. His district had Harlem in it and some other areas. Very outspoken, and Congressman Davis spoke highly of him because he knew him very well. So but again, I don't know where all of these rumors and all these innuendos and comments are coming from. DeAndre will tell you he's been asking Danny for about 10 years now. Who are you going to name as a successor? Why don't you put me there? He always
Steve
says,
Robinson as congressman.
and he always says, this one is a good person. That one's a good
unreal. Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
But he has kind of what evolved, because what he says in the last 5 years. Well, I think the person that becomes congressman in the 7th congressional district should at least have a political background.
Yeah.
Now, he never said that before, but now he's
Oh.
saying it. He's kind of standing on that. So he's molding the person in his mind of
I mean, I think everybody always believed that, this one right here was gonna be the last one. And if it ain't this one, it was gonna be this upcoming one if he does. I mean, it's clear. It's clear as day that, if it ain't this one for sure, it's the next one.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
he's definitely at the end. He at the end.
But you know what? I say this to anybody that has an aspiration to be a politician, and we do have some politicians on this show tonight. I say to them, if you had the opportunity to extend your political greatness and time, as long as the people keep putting you in there, are you gonna say, nah, nothing?
It depends. Well, it depends on how you come in, because look, for
So
me,
Dre, the same thing.
no,
You not leaving
and
that
I'm telling you right now. I
dog.
tell anybody this. I'm done at 55. I'm done with community stuff at 55. It's over with. It is over
But
with.
it's fun. But it's fun.
I started doing community stuff in 2012. It is 2025. That's 13 years ago. I was 25 years old. At 55, I would have effectively spent half of my life trying to better the community in various ways, whether it was politics or blah, 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 blah. And that's all the world getting from me. That's all the world getting. I don't believe I need to give
Let me
it
say
more
this to you, DeAndre. Let me say this to you. I said the same thing. I said,
Steve,
I can't do
tell
this.
him, man.
I can't do this with these old people. I said that. I was like, man, I can't do this with these old people when I get old. I gotta go live.
Nah. But that's not
Tell
my
him,
mindset,
Steve.
though. But my mindset is not. I can't do this with these old people at all. It's not that. It's. I gave half my life to something already, and the other half belongs to me. So that's what it is. It's not that at all.
But
I look at it.
But can't you chew gum and ride a bicycle at the same time? You could do both.
Nah, nope.
No.
Because you know what? I believe 55 is a great enough age to be able to have vast experience, and I already am in the mindset of bringing somebody along with me. And so for young people that come into my atmosphere, they're gonna already be getting ready to be groomed by me. And so I don't believe, and I've always long held, that's why I always talked about Willie Wilson. I've said a long time ago, oh man, why this man keep wanting to be the man and he got all that money? If he don't go pay some young people to go preach his gospel, bro, I plan to be rich, number one, and I plan to learn all the different systems and machinations so I can go pass it off and then pay young people to do all the stuff that I want them to do anyway. You ain't got to be in there. In politics, it ain't even the person sitting in the seat. It's the person that can pay the person to sit in the seat. That's where I want to be at 55. So yeah, no, I don't have to be that guy. I am going to be rich enough to pay people to do what I want them to do in that seat anyway. That's what I'm coming for. That's what I'm going to do.
So you still will have an involvement.
A loose involvement, yeah. I'll pay
Okay,
candidates.
that's
yeah,
what I'm
I'll
saying.
Pay.
That's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah, now that'll be up
perspective-
until that'll only be up to 65 though. Once I get 65,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
once I get 65, I'm buying a boat and I'm going to sail the world and I'm gonna disappear. And all the people that I knew, I'm telling you, all the people that I knew.
How old are you now?
I'll be 38 this year.
Oh, you got a long way to go.
That's what I'm
You should
saying.
run.
All I'm saying is you gotta see in this life, you gotta plan your life out, man. There's a lot of people walking around aimlessly. They don't know what they want out of life, what they gonna do, what the next step is. I think about this stuff religiously. I'm trying to tell you, when I'm 65, I'm gonna have a boat and I'm gonna be selling the world. And at that point, I'd have been, man, I'd have did everything that I wanted to do because I already know what I want to do. I'm telling y'all, nah, man. 55, I'm done with all of this.
I mean, I'm not contradicting.
He said the same thing, man.
No, but you didn't.
Once you in the community, you in this shit for life.
No,
man.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I said the same thing, similar to what he said, but I guess either I evolved and I made another conscious decision that I remember. It's been at least 20 years. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let this go when the community lets it go. And that means when people don't have issues with public safety.
Yeah.
Don't have issues with schools, when people don't have issues with housing. Those things, when they subside and disappear, then I'm cool. But other than that, I'm gonna have some type of involvement. And even when I was younger, I said, you know what? I'll be a part of an advisory board. I'll contribute. I'll do some things, but I don't want to be like Miss Spann and them, where they rode this horse out all the way till they died. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Steve.
No. I mean, it'll be a plaque somewhere saying Steve Robinson was a community-minded individual from the age of 25 to the age of 100 or whatever it may be. I don't know. But
so Steve, what are you talking about housing? Why don't they just buy the real estate, not just have housing?
No, well,
it's about the organization.
Housing has always been one of the pillars because one of the biggest things we do with housing was the beautification piece. And then it ties in with public safety. Because if you keep a beautiful block, we all determined this when we did our 40 blocks in a movement initiative, we determined a beautiful block is a safe block. Because people don't want to fuck around and act stupid on blocks that look like people care. And when they care, they might call the cops or they might be the cops. You never know. But shoot, what I saw yesterday at St. Sabina's, I don't know. They shot 7 people, and it was in front of St. Sabina's church, and the cops was out there.
Jeez.
Wow.
What the heck? You shooting with the cops out there? They said cops, people ran, and the church member was like, what's going on? At a prom send-off.
Oh, yeah.
Where's this by? What area?
What, 57th and something? No.
Like my brother Mosaic said, ain't nobody Trump ain't told them black people to put no gun in their hand and go shoot up that prom send-off. He didn't do that.
But
and I ain't gonna let y'all put that on him either.
But the country's been turning that way with more and more guns and more, extended clips and what's the things called? Triggers?
Switches,
yeah. All this stuff. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, why don't we just go to laser guns,
Oh, they gonna come out. They already got incendiary rounds and stuff. Wait till folks them get their hands on them.
Yeah.
No, they got lasers on guns. Yes.
No, I'm talking about just straight up like Star Wars.
Talking about
what? Plasma guns.
Whatever. Lasers.
You want to get niggas plasma guns, Steve?
Oh man.
I'm just saying. Won't we just
go? Got about here though. When folks them get their hands on them damn plasma guns and them And them with incendiary rounds and shredder rounds. Oh my God, I can't even. That's what it's gonna be like. Yeah, we need to tamp down on this shit. Cause
I'm just saying.
that stuff right there is crazy.
Yeah,
But
it's
hey,
pretty
y'all,
well.
we gonna do the thing this Thursday. We're gonna be in the 5400 block of Quincy, doing the thing. Trying to bring people together.
Man, I'm out the loop. I'm gonna be at the spa all day. I need to go recharge, man. I like to go sit at somebody's spa all day long so I can get my recharge on. I'll be self-care above all.
What's that?
Make
Vitamin
sure y'all do
stuff?
y'all self-care, man. Y'all be out in this community. Y'all better stop playing, man. Go get your feet done, nails done, something.
Said feet done, nails done, everything done.
Something. 'Cause I showed
Man, trying to get dead up.
Yes, sir. I'm about to go to the spa all day long. It's a sauna though, so I'm gonna be all up in there all day.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So hey, we're gonna round it up, y'all. I gotta get it going. I've been up here
Hey,
all day.
Steve, what's going on with the mayor? Any good news or bad news?
We trying to get this $500 million, man. We trying to knock this down real quick. But
Mhm.
hey, sooner the better, so we can get
But
this money.
what's he gonna do for the summer? Any summer
Oh, the mayor?
program?
Yeah, you got a
Shoot,
bunch of summer programs running, especially for the youth.
a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah,
All over
there's a ton of stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of more migrant programs.
No, you got youth programs, man. The
My
man really hate Brandon Johnson.
I like them, but god damn, dog. What about us, man?
That's the program. Somebody got a program called What About Us,
Yeah,
don't they?
that's
What
Pastor.
about us?
Everybody got a program, don't they?
Hey, you heard
What
what my
about
man
us?
said.
They forgot
Damn
us.
program
See?
fix the West Side, then he coming back. He right. It's a lot of goddamn programs.
Yeah,
Too
but what are
many.
we gonna do? Because a lot of children will be out of school.
A lot of
And
goddamn programs, man. For
it's gonna
real.
get wild this
We,
summer.
we gotta find something. Like I
Why
said,
don't they
we
have
gotta
these
learn how to
programs?
incorporate them all. That's all.
Why don't
We
they
got
have
to learn how to,
programs
like
to send
Andre always said,
children?
we got to learn how to build all of these organizations and stuff. What you
Man,
do,
I told y'all what the key was.
integrate them.
I told y'all what the key was, man. We put it all together under the guise of public safety and we call it Peacebrook. Said a long time ago. Yeah, that. I was
Under the
serious.
guise
I was serious
of
then. I'm
peace.
serious now.
No, he did say
No,
that.
I got a thing. I mean, how come that we don't connect with the Sox or the White Sox or the Cubs? Bring children to see a game like what they never seen a game
Well,
before.
believe it or
No, that
not,
ain't gonna do nothing for no nigga child. That ain't gonna.
believe it or not, there still is. That's what the summer league is. The summer
Right.
league,
The
the
West Side
stocks,
Sports League. Yep. Yep.
they fund those, man. They put a lot of money into those kids.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean,
And it's working out pretty well.
I think it is. I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of kids, man.
Well, look at the Sox. The Sox need some people at the Sox
God,
game.
the man say the kids to be better than the players they got now. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
we gotta wrap it up, man. 'Cause I'm about to fall
I
asleep.
mean, it starts when they're youth, then help them school and everything, then they'll
Yeah, but
grow
again,
up.
Walter, that's what the West Side Sports League is about. So there is something already like that. It's just
Right.
they done did it about 5-6 years now. They've been on HBO Sports and everything getting covered about this.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Oh,
that's
Yeah,
good.
hell yeah, like it's out there, you know. So I mean, I would not be surprised if you seen one of these black or brown kids on one of these teams one day, and they say, I was a youth player in the West Side Sports League in Chicago. Wouldn't be
right.
surprised at all.
There's hundreds of them, man. You should see them when they had their parade. It's like a box of
Yeah,
Skittles.
Walter, come on out the house, man. Come to the championship game and be at Moore Park, right down the street from me.
Yeah.
What is it? Steve, send me the link or address.
All
Yeah.
right, we got you. We're gonna keep you. We're gonna make sure you come out so you can see the good stuff that they got going on. I know you think ill of us black people, man.
I'll bring my Trump flag with me.
Oh yeah, they gonna whoop you. They gonna whoop you on up out of there. They gonna whoop you up out of there, brother. Yeah, they is.
That little league gonna take a little tag out your ass. You see that?
Yeah, man. I know you. I know Steve trying to wrap up. Did you want to go around and ask everybody? They
Yeah,
got
go
any
ahead.
final
We'll
stuff
go
to say?
around. Go ahead, Mosaic. What you got in conclusion?
Not much, man. You know, Ukraine got a W today. You know, they just hit Russia real hard. So, you know, I got to give Ukraine their props today. They did their thing today. They did their thing. Follow the war, y'all. Follow the war.
That's crazy. How about you, Walter? What you got?
Big shout out to Ukraine. Blat suka Ruskis, Russians.
Suka Blachik.
Yeah, Blat sukas,
Suka
Ruski.
Blachik.
You know, I didn't hear the news today, but Ukraine is beating Russia. If you think about it, let me say this. If you think about it, he got North Korean soldiers over there, which are now becoming a problem because they're raping the Russian women.
Oh, damn.
He got Chinese people over there helping him, you know, and they have ads for Ukrainian women need men.
So we need to bring them here.
Oh yeah, Walter, looking forward to that. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yeah, me too, man.
okay, well they here. But the thing is, Russia play like they tough, and they could be, but they don't have the population. They don't have the men.
It's all about population control. War is population control. And it's
If you let Mosaic have his way, he'd have all the black men go over there and have sex with all of the women, so he can have a super soldier.
super soldier.
Yeah, the way he just said it. Oh, he need a black soldier. We gotta have him. I'm like, what?
Well, you know, maybe it's a few crazy soldiers. My big brother was crazy. He was in Vietnam, and he was just a big, big head, heavy guy. He went to the army and became a killer and a rapist. And you know, so hey, war is something, but it takes a toll on the people. And Russia don't have the people anymore. They don't have young men to go fight.
Yeah, because they lost 1 million people with the Afghan war. They lost it. I knew some Russian guys. Well, they were Ukrainian, but they were Russian at the time. And they said every man, woman, and child in Russia lost an uncle, brother, nephew, or grandfather. Or father. Not grandfather, but father.
Right.
Everybody lost somebody, one person out of a family.
Man, war is hell, man.
But
yeah, but have you ever known this earth not to have a war? What month it didn't have a war?
We've been at war since we got here.
All right. War never stops.
Oh yeah, it ain't gonna stop. Ever.
No.
Ever. Human nature.
Right. We don't agree.
It's human nature, and it's actually nature in general.
Nature in general. Survival.
You sound like killer bees. Well, what you got in conclusion, Tiny?
Well, I'm sorry. I went to at a fair, so that's why it was really nice too.
What's that? Where'd you go?
Down where Danny and who was the Secretary of State? Jesse White.
Alexis Janulius.
No.
Jesse White.
They gave Jesse White and Danny Davis awards.
Oh, you mean Jesse White?
Yeah, right.
Who did? Who gave him awards?
This guy Enoch Bevel, James Bevel's son.
Okay.
And you know Gene Cohn.
Yeah, I know Gene. That's your cousin.
Yeah, my
She
cousin.
sent me a thing. She sent it to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. You
Yeah,
should have came, you know. And
man.
but so
And Danny, I asked
Fabian
Danny
and
yesterday.
Shirley.
I asked him. I said, Danny, what you got going? He said, well, we got the Father's Day thing coming, but he couldn't think today because I talked to him yesterday. I called him about 8, 9 in the morning. But nevertheless, anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, he didn't think to tell me about that.
But it was nice to see those two guys, and then they talked about their history, what they had done, and it was nice that I forget something about the children of the nonviolent movement or something like that. They gave the awards to them, and they gave Danny a little head, like a
A
plastic
bus.
head or something, a bus, yeah.
I like the way you said that one now. It came off a little different.
Okay,
They gave him a little talking head.
all right.
He
So,
said they gave Daddy a little head.
Right. Funny as hell.
right.
Exactly.
So, but that's why wasn't able to come on when y'all first started talking, you know. So,
Hello,
Okay.
Tony.
All right, then. Next, Dr. Orr, you got anything in conclusion?
Yeah, guys, let's just keep figuring out ways to build ourselves and each other. Not just personal relationships, but also social and economically. I think it's really, really needed that we really, really start educating ourselves about the systems that we live and have to navigate every day, and not just, let it happen to us.
is Miss Jacobs on tonight?
No.
You
Yeah,
know, cause
no.
that's what they trying to do, financial awareness and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
we
to
got to
talk
do
about that.
something.
We forgot to
yeah,
talk about that thing she had the other day.
right.
Exactly.
But
Well, I think, and it had what we need. We need mental health help, and we need financial literacy.
Oh man, let me well, I'm gonna piggyback off that with what I gotta say, because actually I had sent it to Dr. O as we was talking today. Here at the Rooted Center, as I mentioned, that's my charge. I'm really focused on business and social development in the community. And so I'm doing a series of classes. I call it Moving Beyond Academics, play on words with MBA, but we're gonna first start with credit in July. We're gonna do investing in August. In September, we're gonna do the Love Ethic Blueprint, just basically showing you how to build your business with your personal values in mind. And then in October, we're gonna do psychological capital, which was my dissertation topic. So
okay.
How, how
so
much
we got
time class?
those things lined up. So Tiny, I'll send it out to you. Let folks know.
Yeah,
But
cause
yeah,
I'm interested. Right.
doing credit. We doing credit first, and then we're gonna move to over to investing.
Yeah.
Also, that's me,
That's
who's
good.
Bet I
doctor.
got you. Yep. I'll make sure. I'll make sure y'all get it.
People need all of that, man. They need
Oh
all of
yeah,
it,
like I say, man, we
especially
coming
if they can
different.
learn young.
You're
I'm
right.
trying to put it in that little pocket where I know folks ain't really doing, ain't in, man. We don't need everybody doing the same thing. So I'm in that pocket where people ain't at right now.
Exactly. We need to network and collaborate. I am only I'm learning to prioritize. What happens is everything be stacked to the hill. Um, we doing something different this year. If it ain't on the schedule, hey, that's too bad, so sad. We don't make enough money to be busy like that.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
Heard that. All
Yeah.
right,
I mean,
man.
seriously though,
Ella, you
we
got
gotta
it.
build them businesses.
Oh, I'm
Man.
sorry.
No, very good topics, guys. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, we gotta. You ain't got nothing else you want to add? We got Juneteenth coming up, y'all.
No.
Look at that.
Yes.
Right. And now, so what you want to do?
Well, unfortunately this year, our guy, Raheem Young and his guy Royce, they usually do a Juneteenth event, but they had some unforeseen circumstances going on.
Oh man,
They
they're
were
not
trying to get me to do it over here by NAC, but I don't think I would have been able to get the permit to block the street off because they're getting the permit to do the
right.
block party a week or so later. But right, Al?
That sucks.
So I think that that's gonna be kind of dismal this year because we usually go over in Oak Park and have a
Right.
good
Yep.
time with that. They have everything. They have poetry. They have the guy with the bongos. They have a little trolley for the kids. They got food. They got face paint and everything. You
Yeah,
know,
they do everything
I
over
really
there.
did try to get it over here, but we were trying to put it in the garden, and he didn't like the. I don't know. I think we couldn't do the trolley then. But it would have been nice if we had the garden and we incorporated the church, and if I could block the street off by the alley. But you know,
I mean, he don't want to try. You know, I'm just right next to it, so it comes to mind. Moore Park, be plenty of space over there.
well, I'll mention it to him.
Yeah,
because he asked me, and I was supposed to have your guy Lester from Blair come on a week or so ago, but you know, Memorial Day, and then the week before that we didn't have a lot of people come on, so I told him just lay low until we get the momentum and people start coming back after the summer.
Lester.
And
that's the guy you want to tap into, DeAndre. Lester Blair from Blair Consulting.
Okay.
That's the guy. He do all the investments for all the newcomer bears, all the rookie bears. He's the guy.
Nice. Oh yeah, for sure. Another thing that I plan to do, and he's probably gonna be, I don't know which day yet, but I'm gonna do some, speaker series. And I was telling you about it before, where we can have people with different businesses come out and talk about different topics. So, like I said, I got somebody that do a startup. I got somebody that took a business from 10 employees to 100. So teaching people how to scale. I got somebody that owns 5 McDonald's. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do speaker series too.
Yep, that's what it takes. You gotta plant the seeds. If you don't plant the seeds, nobody ever grow their idea or grow outside of what they think they're capable of.
Right.
All right, then, man. I want to thank everybody for coming on. DeAndre, take us out.
Okay.
I know Tiny wanted to say one thing real quick. I got you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tiny.
Right. Me and Lester went to the Black Chamber of Commerce out in out south somewhere. And it was like everybody in there was successful. It was guys like had 3 restaurants and a couple of apartment buildings.
Cool.
And it was a couple of aldermen from the 20th ward and from other wards, but they were talking about they had land and they wanted to give it to Black people. All of this stuff was talking about Black people. And so I'm saying that to say Lester is for real.
Oh, I believe that. I know of him.
Okay.
Like Miss Jacobs say, he ain't new to it. He true to it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right, y'all. Well, appreciate everybody jumping on. Y'all already know, like I like to say in closing, they didn't give us any seats at the table, so we created our own, and we got open seats, and we just trying to welcome y'all on home. Thank y'all for allowing us to welcome you to Northwest Austin Council.
So, good night, y'all.
God bless everybody.
You too. Later.
Good